Hi, my name is Edith Nordmann. I'm a lawyer and managing partner of ACG International in Amsterdam. I'm very happy to speak to you as the Dutch partner of the Global Partner Network of Women Empowered. Today, I would like to share with you how you can grow to your fullest potential and what you need to do to be successful on your journey. Let me start by telling you my story. I grew up in a very warm and loving family in Switzerland. My grandparents lived in the same building, and we would have family lunch every day of the week, as my father's office was in the same building. My parents stimulated me and my two younger siblings to do well at school, and my father even went to study Latin to be able to help us with our homework. My mother had one big personal hobby: flowers. She always loved to arrange them and rearrange them and always wanted to have her own flower shop. But her father and her husband thought that a woman should be the center of the family, and so she let her dream go. After I graduated from high school with straight A's, I met my husband. We got married and I moved to Amsterdam, where he was in training to become a dermatologist. He very much stimulated me to go to university to study something which I would really like. When I suggested it to my parents, they reminded me that a wife should be there for her husband and that I should find a job so I could provide whilst he was still in training. So I did. I helped him when he started his own practice. I answered the phone and arranged the files at the end of the consultations. In the meantime, our lovely children were born, one girl and two boys. After a few years, when the youngest went to school, my husband told me that now I should start doing something I really like: go to university and grow. I chose to go to law school. It was quite scary, I can tell you that, as it had been a while since I had last taken exams. Also, law is a study in which the use of language is very important. Law school was in Dutch, and I grew up with German. I had never taken a language course in Dutch, so it was quite frightening. I started with all those youngsters that had just come from high school. They were 19 and I was 30. The classes were thrilling. A whole new world opened up for me. I enjoyed every minute of it. In the morning, I would drop off the kids at school, run to university to follow the classes, pick up the kids at 3, and then be with them until they went to bed at 8. Then I sat down to study. Within 3 years, I got my bachelor's and my master's degree. At first, I worked at a law firm where my boss gave me the opportunity to combine my family with my work. I am still very grateful for that. When the kids were grown, I started to intensify my work. I became a partner at an Amsterdam-based law firm, and I started to intensify my engagement for others. I became the president of an advisory board for social welfare. I became a member of the supervisory board of a hospital. I became a board member of a big housing corporation. In all these functions, I could use the special knowledge and experience I have built up in my professional and personal life to help others. I attended seminars and meetings where I met other inspiring ladies around the world who wanted to make a difference. This inspired me to start my own law firm, in which I could assist clients on a high professional level and in a way they deserved to be treated. At ACG International here in Amsterdam, every single client from around the world should feel that for us, this case is the most important one. We assist corporate and commercial clients. You could expect that these business clients only need a purely commercial approach, and that all emotional aspects are irrelevant. But these companies are run by people, and their main assets are people. Therefore, they should get attention as human beings dealing with a problem, and not as the responsible authorized officer having to deal with a business case. That's the way we help our clients, and it is a pleasure working for and with them in such a way. Whatever you do and whatever you achieve, whoever you have to deal with, never forget that you are dealing with human beings, not just authorities, with a person, not an officer. Once you understand that, this will influence your approach and will change the outcome of your conversation. Trust me. So, point number 1 is never forget you are dealing with a human being. In order for you to really succeed on a professional and personal level, you have to understand what really motivates and drives you. There are 2 different kinds of motivations. The one is accomplishing a task or finishing a project. You have a specific goal you would like to achieve. Get a degree, run a marathon, collect a certain amount for an organization in need. These are external goals and specific targets that can be achieved. On top of that, you have your specific values and drivers, which are your intrinsic motivation. They can be success, professionalism, security, fame, but they could also be freedom, happiness, love. There are many values that could be your intrinsic motivation in life, the real driver behind your efforts in life. They also probably change during the stages of your life. When you are in your 20s, they are most probably different from when you will be 50 years old. In order to succeed in life, you first have to know yourself, to know what really motivates and drives you. Then you can work on your personal journey, develop, and finally get into the position in which you can assist and help others. Be there for them. So, point number 2, identify your real intrinsic motivation. It is unbelievably surprising how many people in Western civilized countries like the Netherlands, where I live, are struggling with day-to-day life on so many different levels. I feel extremely privileged that I get the opportunity to maybe and hopefully make a little difference in their lives. This is what gives real sense to my life, and I'm very thankful that my husband and my children are fully supporting me in this endeavor. They showed me that a warm and caring family life go well together with a mother who is actively pursuing to contribute to society and having a professional career. They are telling me that this is what inspired them to not only develop themselves, but also help others. I'm extremely thankful that all my children are not only wonderful human beings, but also engage actively in helping others. If it hadn't been for this ongoing moral full support, I would have accepted that a woman should be the center of the family only. I would never have gone to university and could never have fulfilled my dream to use my expert knowledge to really help others. Sorry. So, point number 3, look for your moral support. I encourage all of you to first find out who you really are, what drives you, what your intrinsic motivation is, and then grow and develop to the best of who you can be, even if the tradition you grew up with tells you otherwise. Listen to yourself and do what the real you is able to do. Only that way you can grow the best version of yourself, and only that way you can pay it forward to others and make this world a more inspiring and caring place. My last tip is start right away, today. Good luck.